So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for the run. Lahm defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Vieira. Tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Cantona. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Figo. And that interception was most necessary. And the shot! And it's a goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Bellingham. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bellingham. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Yaya Toure. Brazil finding their passes. Are well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Fullet. Now this... And the shot! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Brazil get themselves into the lead. Terrific header! Oh, the ball... Oh, what has happened here? And he's intervened well there. And it's Nedved.
Nedved really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a full chance! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Cantona demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create an...
Big header! Another fruitless header.
Sagan Tosu really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's gone backward here.
Minutes has been
It's
indicated.
Vieira. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
Yaya Toure. And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's found a way past. Bellingham plays it in. And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot at goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So now the difference is 3. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Figo. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Nedved. Lahm. All driven towards the far post. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Bellingham. He's picked his way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rodri. And it's Lahm. Now it's Nedved. Figo gets into a good position. Nicely weighted ball. Cross goes in there. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Jan Koller. Number 8, Ibrahimovic.
He gets big!
Number 10,
No, he
Nedved.
didn't quite meet it right.
Number 7, Figo. Number 21, Lau. Coming on the field, number 18, Söder. Number 22, Bullet. Number 11,
Out to the
Mateus.
right.
Number 20,
Brazil perhaps
Yamal.
contemplating their next change
Number
here.
24,
Now, can
Cafu.
they get him away?
Substitutions taking place.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it, can he get away? And he welcomes it in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? There's no flag. Tries to get it clear. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Into the last quarter of an hour. Mateus, Hullet, Yamal. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 2 then. He's got tall. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Szoboszlai tries making a foray down the right. Tchouameni. And this is Shevchenko. Can he latch on to this? And the shot! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Szoboszlai can so cleverly bypass the press. Hullet opts for safety, and that is as far as they're going to go. Yamal is onto this, and a chance! Tchouameni, great vision, and he cuts out the supply. Cafu looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mateus proves just a little bit too strong. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Climbs up big!
Added time.
Oh, brilliant save! So their fourth corner of the game. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tchouaméni, no unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Well seen, saw that cut. And that's that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him.
Chance for a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Has a look and plays it forward. Spread out to the left. So what can they make of this? He's gone forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Here's a shot! Good strike, quite an alarm. It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now Howson. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. And that could set him on his way. He's found the way through. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cantona. He's come in hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's neat. It's an early cross. Maldini with the clearance. And it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's going for goal! In for the pieces! They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nicely weighted ball, and he's worked it through. Thuram does well to get it back. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa. Now it's Villa. Oh, well played. Thuram gets good distance on it. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, what a mistake!
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham tries making a foray down the right. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. And it's Bale. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he welcomes it in. And this is Hullet. Out of play for a goal kick.
Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's a lovely, neat pass. Defending was strong and firm. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. And he's picked it up out wide. Quick look, then plays it in. Toure can get it clear. Bale. And it's Gullit. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Maldini. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Olise. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 11.
And we're off again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Cantona. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Olise is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He won't be happy with that one. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change. Well, and the shot! Bellingham plays it short. Pass somewhat off target. Good chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 23.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Camisa 6.
Rodri.
Camisa 9.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Vieira.
Camisa 27.
Neymar.
Camisa 20.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Olise, who's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Great chance! Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Teremos uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Searching pass he's played there. Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's had it taken off him. Szoboszlai conjures time and space where few can. Maldini. Now he's got space here. He can run onto that. Mbappe. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence.
FC Tulsa clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Now it's Bale. Vieira. And it's Szoboszlai. Now this could be a chance. Serginho looking for a runner. Thuram makes the interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just 5 minutes left.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Mbappe.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
Oh, good
de
read.
acréscimo.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tchouaméni has quite the footballing breath. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
Up he goes! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, some tackle that. Nicely weighted ball. Cross needs... climbs up big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And here's Cantona. Tonali. And it's Rashford. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rashford.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Bullet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
This looks promising. Beckenbauer. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That is a brilliant interception. No, that was never going to make it. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Cantona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's a key interception. Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Brazil finding their passes. Tonali for Rashford. So what can they make of this? Looking for options for movement. Cross to the back post.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable match. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And now he has two. The Netherlands are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Bellingham. That's a delicate pass. Rashford is on a run down the left wing. And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bullet. Back to the keeper it goes. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Vieira. Nicely spread. And he's managed to get free. Brazil are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Cantona. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. And he's searching. Shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. Closing in on goal. And he's heaved it away.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Gets into some space. Swings it across. Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe. It's a searching pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Brazil certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's having a shot! Cantona is onto it in a flash. Beckenbauer. And it's Bellingham. And it's Tonali. Now here's the delivery. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Defending was strong and firm. Beckenbauer looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And it's made its way to him. Tonali. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bellingham looking to get on the end of this. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Bullet. Quality ball. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Camisa 9, camisa 23.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai.
Camisa 27.
He was under real pressure there.
Camisa 20, camisa 19.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Szoboszlai. And this is Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Rashford. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strong running down that left flank. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, super find. Now he's off and running. And he's intervened well there. Tchouaméni, and it's Szoboszlai. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham, look at that, and a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
The Netherlands with the corner, they're first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Massaro, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham, and reclaimed it in a trice. Szoboszlai. And it's Szoboszlai. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. That's a nicely shaped ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Thuram makes the interception. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Nicely shaped ball, nicely intercepted. That's a throw.
Substituição. Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Good play on the
acréscimo.
left-hand side here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting him to sit deep to try and nullify.
Rodri. Zico. Now it's Tonali. Fernando Torres. And he can clear it away. Bernardo Silva. And it's Zico. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he's heaved it away.
That's going in strongly.
Now it's Tonali. And it's skewed away. And it's Rodri. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zico. Gullit. Bellingham. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Still goalless at the moment. Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Cantona might just make this. And it's Gullit. Now it's Cantona. Gullit. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. And the pass is intercepted. That's a good ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That pass has been well intercepted. Tonali.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And the through ball. And the shot! Goal! First blood drawn. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. And it's Gullit. Bernardo Silva. Zico. Rashford. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, it's played through for him. Chance! Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Now Tonali. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Now it's Gullit. Stood up well to him there.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Looking for a... Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Torres. Cantona. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Gullit. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half...
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! Brazil are back in business! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Caught offside that time. And it's Bernardo Silva, and this is Torres. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe, picked out Mbappe! And what to be quick to recover this. And that has been knocked clear. Tonali.
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
And here's Torres. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
Rashford certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 23, camisa 22, camisa
Rashford.
8. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 27.
Almost an hour gone.
Camisa 20.
Ibrahimovic.
Camisa 4.
Van de Ven.
Camisa
Too strong,
11.
too smart.
Camisa 19.
Now it's Rashford. Now it's Torres. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's found the way through. Carvajal. Rashford. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Rodri. Shifted it to the flank. No, that's been intercepted. Ibrahimovic. Ah, now can they counter? Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. And it's Carvajal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Luis Suarez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they've broken out here and this could be the moment. Engages and forces him off the ball. Zico. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Luis Suarez. Tries to pass it through. There's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Suarez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And a chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Suarez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Oh, well played, well played. Tries to play it. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Zico. Tchouaméni gets the foot in and wins the ball. And he's lost his man here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
He won't be happy with that one. Rashford. Up he goes! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go! Suarez is flagged offside.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Tchouaméni. Conte. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. And it's Szoboszlai. Rodri getting this one clear. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Danger averted for now. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that is that. Brazil are beaten, and they... Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Messi. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Kaká. Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Costa Curta. They get a throw in. Makelele wins the duel this time. Saliba, and it's Makelele.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
In with the challenge. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bullet. Baresi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Kaká. Mbappe. Cantona. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baresi. And it's Messi. Look at the space here. Plenty to aim at here. Kaká! Ferdinand gets it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe thinks about the shot. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. And Makelele. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played. Costa Curta. Messi. Kaká. Messi. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. That has been cut short. Yaya Touré. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. Shevchenko. Oh, look at the space here. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Messi goes short. Delivery from Mbappe.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Cantona is herring after that one. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Messi. We are into stoppage time. Baresi. And it's Messi. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Brazil really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Kaká. Makelele is always looking to break lines. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cantona might just make this. Baresi. Now Costa Curta. And it's Makelele. Yaya Touré. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. And here's Mbappe. This looks promising. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Chance for a shot! Always going over the top.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 17.
We have got changes here
Messi.
from both sides, in fact.
Número 22. Kaká. Número 3. Magalhães. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 21. Número 14.
Baresi.
Neymar. Número 6. Oche.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Baresi. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's managed to get free. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And here's Mbappe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's being urged to take a shot! It's a goal! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first moment of real significance.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
O'Shea. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Portugal finding their passes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those.